Volunteer programs don't have the same obvious measures. They run on a not-for-profit basis, yet every year most non-government organisations set themselves a target of achieving more outcomes and involving more volunteers. Community groups share the ambition of commercial companies to grow and improve every year.
不过呢，志工计划是没有这样子一个非常显著的一个措施哦，因为是非盈利性质，所以呢，大部分这些非政府机构都会为自己定一个目标，然后来达成更多的成果，并且投入更多的志工。那这些社区团体呢，他们跟商业公司也是一样，每一年呢都希望可以成长跟进步。
In our country, volunteer programs are measured by a simple government standard: the number of volunteer hours multiplied by the minimum wage. In our organisation's opinion, this can never convey the true outcomes of a successful program, which include a more civil society with genuine community care and action on important issues and a sense of pride in achievement, the injection of volunteer energy to achieve benefits for all, and increased community health and well-being ranging from physical fitness to good mental health through social engagement.
那在澳洲呢，志工计划是用一个非常简单的标准来进行衡量哦。这个标准就是志工的时数乘上最低工资。不过呢，对我们来讲，我们觉得这完全没有办法传达一个成功计划它真正的成果。真正的成果包括哪些呢？包括说我们可以创造一个更文明的社会，然后这个社会有真诚的社区关怀，而且呢，对于重要议题是可以执行行动，而且我们这些志工呢都是非常有自尊、自信跟成就感的。另外呢，透过我们志工的活力呢，我们希望达成一个全体的利益，借由社会的参与提升，从身体势能到精神健康等等的一个社区健康跟福祉。
There is as yet no internationally recognised way to recognise the true contribution of volunteers on all sorts of community projects. Our organisation records the number of volunteers involved, the number of volunteer days completed, and the physical outcomes such as the number of trees planted and the length of walking track built by volunteers. In addition, we record interviews and feedback from volunteers to capture their stories.
到目前为止呢，目前还没有一个国际任何方式可以来认定志工在各个社区计划上面真正的贡献。所以呢，我们的方法就是记录投入的志工人数、完成的志工日，以及他们所做的真正有达到的这些成就，例如说种了几棵树，或者是完成的步道，他们长度有多长等等具体成果。另外呢，我们也会记录来自志工的一些反弹跟反馈，然后来借此保留住说他们的故事。
Our challenge is to create a culture of volunteering where volunteering is seen as a normal part of development from a young age.
我们的挑战呢，就是要建立起志工服务的一个文化，让志工服务呢被年轻的一代呢被看成是一个成长的一个非常正常的一个必经过程。
Our organisation has employed over 75 former volunteers in a range of positions, including national managerial levels. Volunteers frequently make the best employees because they've demonstrated their enthusiasm at the highest level by giving their time freely to help.
我们的机构呢，现在已经聘用了超过75个之前是志工的人，然后来担任我们在国际管理阶层在内的各个职位。往往呢，这些志工都是非常非常棒的职员，因为他们可以无拘无束的投入他们的时间，并且呢，展现他们非常高度的热忱。
We need to remember that volunteering throughout life requires a range of different opportunities and time commitments. Our organisation was founded in 1982, and we're continuing to develop new program models to keep our volunteers growing alongside us.
我们必须要牢牢记住终身的志工服务，必须要透过各种机会跟时间的承诺。那我们的机构成立于1982年，而我们到现在还是持续的发展新的计划模式，希望志工可以跟我们一起成长。
Commercial companies recognise that one of their most significant costs is in recruiting, training and retaining staff. When skills, talent, experience and corporate knowledge walk out the door, the cost of replacement should not be ignored. Exactly the same standards apply to volunteers as to employees. Our aim is for lifelong volunteer engagement.
商业公司呢都认同说，最大成本往往是花在招募、训练跟留住人才，因为呢，撇除了技能、才能跟企业知识，补充人力上面的成本是不可以轻忽的。运用在志工的标准跟运用在这些员工的身上，完全就是相同的。我们希望达到目标呢，就是鼓励这些志工终身投入。
From here, the challenges continue. Successful volunteer organisations bring people together, help address community needs and generate funds and support for future programs.
我们的挑战呢，其实并不止于此。成功的志工机构呢，是希望可以把人结合在一起，一起来协助满足社区的需要，并且呢，创造资金和支持来支持未来的计划。
Our next steps need to involve successful government and community sector partnerships.
那我们下一步呢，希望投入成功的社会跟社区领域，然后来跟政府进行一些伙伴的关系。
Conservation volunteers welcomes the chance to cooperate with other organisations and share experiences and knowledge. We've taken part in staff exchange programs with a number of organisations around the world and would be pleased to explore any further opportunities with organisations here. We also welcome visitors to our program and of course you're all welcome as volunteers.
我们非常欢迎跟其他的机构合作，那我们也非常希望有机会跟大家分享我们的经验跟知识。另外呢，我们已经跟全世界很多机构有交换人才的计划，而且呢，我们也非常乐于发掘任何跟在这边当地的机构合作机会。所以呢，我想要热情的欢迎大家参与我们的计划，然后不管你是访客或者是以志工的身份来加入。
So thank you for the opportunity to speak, and I look forward to exchanging further information with you. Thank you.
这边领取。
Okay, thank you, Ms. Thompson. It's been a very wonderful speech presentation. 因为时间的关系Ms. Thompson was very generous. 答应说可以给我们一些 Q&A 那这个 Q&A 的时间大概还有15分钟、20分钟的时间。我刚从上一场的经验知道大家 Q&A 都很踊跃所以我们是不是有个 rule 就是是不是一次一个问题让更多人有机会，好不好？就是如果你要问问题的话，最好一次性问一个。那有时间的话，我们再 take a second round。OK， 那如果跟佛
Yes, please. 14 to 16 weeks. They often combine that with travel around Australia, so yeah, it's an easy program to join, and volunteers can choose how long they wish to stay. In terms of the costs, if they come onto a residential program, yes, they do have to pay a fee, and that covers food and accommodation only. So it's $30 Australian dollars a night, which is, I think, about 700 Taiwan dollars. Would that be right? Yeah, your maths is better than mine. So yeah, and that covers food, accommodation, and travel on the program.
要我解释一下，就是那个志工活动他们其实你是可以选择你要待多久的。那如果是参与住宅相关的这些计划的话，的确住宿跟吃东西的话是需要付一定的费用，大约是一个晚上800到900块台币。那如果是跟住宅不相关的计划的话，就不需要了。
你好，我想要请问一下，刚才有提到说，志工的招募是要具备良好的沟通跟人才管理。那他另外又有提到说，一个专业的一个志工经理人是
range of opportunities, so people don't have to go through a travel agent. They can also find us through our website or through, usually through an NGO organisation as well. We'll have links that they can find us that way. So we like to have a range of different ways for people to join us, and we don't have a single agency or travel agency in any country. Normally we have more than one because we think that's a healthier way of getting choice and competition amongst them.
我们在台湾主要是跟 CIE 跟 CIE 合作，然后呢就是我们就是旅行社的合作方式的确是有佣金，那佣金大约是15%，那并不会跟特定某一个特别大的旅行社合作，而是跟很多个不同间的合作，因为是希望这样竞争也比较好，然后对整个大环境也比较好。那就是有很多不同的方式可以来加入我们，并不是一定要透过这样的旅行社这样的方式。佣金是15%。
Hi, first I will say thank you to you because I used to join 3 of your project in Australia during my working holiday, and I had a great time with you. So thank you. So and I got a question about CBA, and I use Chinese. 我觉得CBA 就我所知，它主要的计划都是单一计划都是1个礼拜，或者是甚至2个礼拜或者1个 weekend 而已的。那每一个团队它其实就只有10个人的时候，一些热门的计划你可能很快就一定额满的。但是一些冷门的计划，或许你可能就1个人、2个人找不到人参与，那你们要怎么样安排人力上面的一个控管？谢谢。